Kenny, you know, I admire you. But I prefer to admire you from afar, through binoculars on an expedition once a year.
Katey Sagal is kicking butt and taking names in the new ABC series Rebel, but she cannot do it alone, and that's where our guest today comes in. Ariela Barer joins us. Hi, Ariela. Thanks for talking with us.
Hi, anytime. Thanks for having me.
Hey, talk to me about Rebel. I mean, Katey Sagal is a badass, and you're part of the team backing her up, if you will.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you nailed it.
And your character, talk to me about your character and how she weaves her way into this story.
Yeah. So I play Ziggy, who is Rebel's youngest daughter. Rebel has 3 kids, all from different fathers. So Ziggy is the youngest of the group, and she's kind of dealing with, she is 72 days sober in the pilot. So a lot of her struggle is an internal struggle of like sobriety and you know, coming of age, while also realizing how much she cares about what Rebel is doing. And she's kind of the most like Rebel of them all. So her arc is about is very, very in line with the major story arc of the season of like Rebel's social cause.
And when I read that, I really liked the fact that she's not just like your teenager who's angry at the world. She actually has like real life issues and real life problems that she has to deal with as a person, as a human.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's that thing of like, teenagers are angry at the world for a good reason right now. And like taking that and making it real and empathizing with her rather than writing her off as like the angry teenager is like what is so beautiful about her. And her dynamic with Rebel, I think, is so fun because they're both people that really care and internalize the things around them. And it can, you know, it can destroy you or you can fight back. And it's hard to do. But I think that's a lot of what Ziggy's arc is like learning to channel this anger and frustration at the world into like productive means.
And for the whole kind of sobriety angle of it, like, did you do some type of research to find out what that journey is like?
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because I got the part before quarantine, so it was going to be a much more hands-on active research, and then suddenly we were locked away. But I was very lucky to meet some people that were able to tell me their kind of firsthand experiences, and you know, the internet is an incredible resource for information. So, you know, I got to kind of learn the facts and things about literally the physical experience of overcoming an addiction like this, and also learn the subjective experience of like people that I really, really admire and respect. And like, I'm so grateful for their openness with me. And, you know, ultimately I got to take all of that and make it subjective for myself and try my best and hope that I did a good job, done some justice to the people that helped me.
And talk to me about kind of working with these heavy hitters on set. I mean, Katey Sagal, I think we're throwing around legend too long, but she's on her way. Like, she's been doing this for a while and just awesome at everything.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing that I really admire with her. It's effortless. She's in it. She's present. She is. And all the while being like an incredibly kind and nurturing person on set. Like we did a scene recently that was so difficult for her. And she spent the in-between takes like checking on me because I wasn't feeling very well. And she was just so wonderful. And just watching someone excel the way she does, like, pushes you in her presence to be better. And it's a blast. It's the best time.
And we should say, like, this Rebel, the character, is based on Erin Brockovich, who is one of your executive producers, right?
Yep. Legend. Yeah.
Another legend. Like, yeah. I mean, just heavy hitters.
Yeah. Yeah. And they both, I think, like Katey and Krista and Erin Brockovich, they all kind of have the same energy. They're just like these absolute powerhouses that like energize every room that they walk into, and it like pushes everyone and inspires everyone. And it's like a mood changer. You feel it kind of immediately.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Now, listen, a lot of folks watching us right now will go, hey, I know that girl. You've been a part of a lot of big things, not to the least of which is being part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe on Runaways. I mean, to attach anything to Marvel Cinematic Universe is a big deal. What was that experience like?
It's so funny. I always say like I did this career in reverse because it feels like the trajectory that everyone takes is like first you win your Oscar, then you get your Marvel thing. And I got to just kind of like cheat my way in the middle of it. But yeah, it's very much, you go all in from the start. Once you're in the Marvel world, it's like huge productions and importance on everything. And it pushes you and it's fun. And it's something I'm like really grateful for to be like the start of this career. It taught me a lot about professionalism and also just like working with material and carrying something like that. It's difficult, but like worth it and amazing.
And the Marvel fans, they're a little different, aren't they?
Yeah, well, it's really interesting because I think the show Runaways kind of tapped into a really particular fan base within the Marvel community of like a lot of like young queer women and non-binary people and men too. But it was like a really like interesting, diverse, young, progressive group of fans that was like really fun to just kind of nerd out with all the time.
Cool. And then also, like, I mean, your resume, pretty solid, young lady. One Day at a Time with another legend, Rita Moreno.
Yeah, love Rita.
What was that experience like?
I mean, she was also the best. I mean, and I also like the underrated total legend in the making on that show, Justina Machado. Like that set really also, because I got to go into that before Runaways, really set me up for the tone that I was trying to set for my career, because watching Gloria and Mike and Isabella Gomez, like one of my best friends in the world, just how they interact with set and like seeing a truly collaborative process where like everyone is respected and like adored really set the tone for everything I try to do moving forward.
And what is that plan for your career moving forward?
Oh man. Isn't that the question?
Yeah.
I mean, I really like writing and directing, and I think I've been lucky enough that just projects have been coming up that I really love and enjoy. And also I very much didn't even realize it until recently, have spent so much of my career just like making really close friendships that I find so valuable on every set that I go on, where like I feel like I've really actually started to form a community of artists that I'm just like going to work with forever. And I'm very excited for all of the collaborations to come.
It does also seem like a lot of your projects are stuff that make a difference. I mean, you know, they all say something.
Yeah, pure luck. Really lucky that happened.
No. Tell people you planned that.
Yeah, I planned that. No, I was not particularly in a place to say no to things when I first booked One Day at a Time. And that put me in a place where I'm very, very lucky that was kind of the breakout. I got to set a tone for like what I wanted to do with my career, because it was always what I wanted to do with my career. It just isn't always what you get, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so then what else are you working on that you want to tell us about? And what secret thing are you working on that you can't tell us about? Because I've learned to ask that question, because people are always like, oh, I got something going on, but I can't say.
Okay. That's actually a good question. So the thing that I've been sort of publicly working on for a while is I directed and wrote a short film that is in post-production. We're like finishing it up. Got a little derailed in quarantine, but it's back on track. Very exciting. And the secret thing is more writing, more behind the scenes production, but getting options for books that might be adapted. That's it.
I like the secret thing.
I would love to hint at the secret thing.
And then we're going to see Rebel on ABC on Thursdays, which, by the way, is really a great night, right?
Thursday night. Oh, yeah. That's the Vernoff block, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ariela, thank you very much for talking with us. Good luck with Rebel, with everything that's going on. And just good on you for surviving the pandemic and being productive during it all.
Thank you. You too. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
All right. We'll see you on Rebel.
Bye. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.